I'm back to do another video for the TheHORRORman's channel. This week's theme is religious. So we chose Happy Hell Night. I watched this with my sister. It is from 1992. 90s, baby. That's what's up. It is rated a 4.9 on IMDb. Kind of low. Midway, I guess you would say. This has a lot of familiar faces, though most of them don't have pictures on IMDb, and I don't know who the heck they are, but it does have a small part by Sam Rockwell, who has done a lot of stuff. Darren McGavin is in this, and I best know him from X-Files, and also Georgia Fox is in this. She's from CSI. I think that's the main thing that I know her from. I mean, I think she was on ER or something, but yeah, CSI. So, like, 25 years ago, there was this priest that killed a bunch of fraternity kids and then was put away in an asylum, and now, in 1991 or whatever, there is this fraternity, it's the same one, are having their Hell Week or whatever, so they're doing a prank, and they're supposed to go take a picture at this asylum, and yeah, it goes wrong. So like, they like release this dude, so he comes back to kill everybody. Yeah, fun stuff. This movie is creepy, but it's also comical. It's low budgeted. The acting is decent to me. The characters are likable. I like most of the characters. It's kind of got a typical story to it. You know, it's a typical slasher. There's lots of blood and gore. Some good kills. I mean, you got dismembered body parts, and killer uses an ice axe. And Georgia Fox's character, like, this priest hits the top of the car. It comes through, like, the top of her head and out through her mouth, and it's like, whoa. Yeah, that. And when he goes to pull it back out, and she's all like, ah. Yeah, creepy. Yeah, like I said, good amount of blood, so you know, lots of stuff going on here. There's even a body hanging upside down on a cross. There's just so much in this movie. I mean, it's a typical story, but it's complex at the same time to me, and a little bit confusing at times, because you have the past and the present, and I'm trying to figure out who this person, who that person is, and then it kind of comes together, and you're like, oh, okay. You gotta be paying attention. So Georgia Fox's character is a Kappa Sig girl, and she writes a note to one of the guys who thinks he's about to get laid. He said, "You didn't get laid, but you definitely got screwed." Signs it, Kappa Sig girl. And I thought that was kind of funny. I was like, oh. And she thinks she's gonna get a clean getaway, and just, nope, you didn't get out of there fast enough. That creepy dude was out there. I mean, this priest, y'all have to see him. He's like got big old black looking eyes, and is like albino. He's like pale skinned, and he's creepy, but he's also funny looking at the same time. And he's the comical one. Like, you would think all the other people are comical, but the killer is actually comical, you know, because between every kill, he says things like, no kidding, no TV, no parking, no sex, no STV, no more, just all this, and it's funny, because there is a nurse that works at the asylum. She had to deal with a patient, and then she ended up falling asleep while watching TV, and then she wakes up and goes to grab the remote, and the ice axe goes into the hand, and he ends up slashing her throat, and he's like, no TV. Like, okay. Yeah, let's not go there. So this movie had like a lot of ridiculous stuff. Like, they had gazillion lanterns. I mean, in the 90s, was the lanterns a big thing? Because they had them all over this fraternity. Every time you turn around, one of them kids had a lantern. Like, seriously. I mean, there was lots of mannequins in this place. I thought I liked mannequins, and I don't have that many. But, yeah, when you think it's the killer, it's a mannequin. And then somehow the killer ends up behind the mannequin, and blah! Yeah, fun stuff. So maybe not have so many mannequins in your fraternity or in your rooms, in your attics, because they're quite fooling. We have a spear gun, which is really good weapon. But, you know, they don't get the guy with it. They get a mirror. So that didn't work out too well. But it is a nice weapon, and they finally end up getting him with it. But, you know, a demon or something. I don't know what this priest is. Like, it had so many different layers to this movie, but it was quite interesting. I really did like this movie. Oddly enough, you know, I'm the 0.5% that does, I guess. It had a very cool graveyard in it, and I think they ended up in a mausoleum or something at the end or something. I don't know, because one of the guys gets put in a coffin, and they're trying to get him out. So, yeah, a lot of crazy stuff going on in this movie. One of the main stars, I don't know his name, but I really liked him, and he just looks so familiar to me. My sister said he looked like the Tom Cruise look-alike dude, which I can't think of his name. He's on Final Destination 5, I believe. But he kind of looks a little bit like him. And I said he had like a mix of Patrick Swayze, because there's one scene where they're trying to look into the asylum room, and it's just got this, it's like in the basement or something, because it's all cobwebby. I mean, like, how did this dude survive down there? Do they feed him? I mean, well, I guess if he's a demon, maybe you don't need to eat. I don't know nothing about demons. But anyways, he's like looking through. And so from this frame of him, like eyes and the bridge of the nose, he looked like Patrick Swayze to me for some odd reason. I don't know. But yeah, this video is just a rambling video, ain't it? And another thing that this oddly creeped me out is there's this nerdy dude. He does this show, STV, and I guess he gets the scoop on like all the fraternity stuff or things going on around the college, and he, you know, maybe he wants to be a reporter, which he's also recording everybody having sex, which is weird. So what do you want to be, a reporter, porn maker, what? But he freaked me out. He's like nerdy, but like, I don't know, he reminds me of a 70s type person with the look. I don't know. Like, yeah, he could be a porn star, like 70s weirdo. But for the longest time, maybe 10 minutes or more, we were sitting there trying to figure out if he had an earring or if he had a really big mole on his ear. Turns out it was a mole, and it was a very creepy mole, and it was very distracting. And, you know, because he had a few other moles and stuff on his face. But, yeah, that one on the ear just threw me. Because, yeah, my sister was like, is that an earring? I was like, oh, no. It ended up being a mole. But after it's all said and done, this one was kind of fun. I probably said all the wrong things about it. Yes, it did have a lot of religious stuff, because there was a priest killing folks, there was a person hung upside down on a cross, there was a church, and I don't know, did he get stabbed with a cross? Anyways, there was crosses, lots of crosses. But yes, had the religious aspects going. So, this one, maybe watch. I don't know, a lot of people don't like it, but I did. Purely up to you. But let's do these reviews and check out the Horrorman's channel, and I hope I didn't ramble long enough on the wrong kind of things, because I don't know what the heck I'm supposed to be saying now. Did I say everything? I hope so, because this didn't turn out.